Welcome from the staff of iGETT. I'm Ann Johnson, and I'll lead you through the iGETT website resources. iGETT stands for Integrated Geospatial Education and Technology Training. It is a National Science Foundation funded effort to help educators already familiar with GIS learn remote sensing concepts, use remote sensing software, and access and use Landsat and other remote sense data so that they can integrate remote sensing into their geospatial programs. This video will help you find and acquire more than 30 remote sensing exercises created by educators who attended iGETT Summer Institutes. We have named these exercises learning units, and I'll tell you more about them in a few minutes. Also available on this site are presentations and other education materials or links to materials created by other remote sensing experts that we use during the iGETT Institute. These resources will help you learn remote sensing or help you teach remote sensing and are intended for educational use only. Let's first investigate the About Us link. I'm going to click on the About Us tab. It will open a page that will give you more information about iGETT and about the participants and the staff. If you look on the right-hand side, you can go to any of these links. I'm not going to go to them right now. I'm just going to show you one of the photos of the group, the first one of the cohorts. From this page, we're going to go over to the training resources. When you click on Training Resources link, you'll see links on the right-hand side of the page to different types of training and educational resources. Instructor training, learning unit exercises, and additional resources. The first one we're going to look at is the instructor training link. When I open this page, I see Agenda Part 1, Agenda Part 2, and Distance Learning. If I click on the agenda, I will open up a link, and I already have this document open, so I'm going to pick it, that shows me day by day exactly what we were doing at the institutes. This may be helpful for you if you're going to start a workshop or provide professional development to any of your other instructors on your campus. But embedded within this agenda are also links to the materials that were actually used during those. If you do a control click, you can follow those links and download those resources. The other link here is the distance learning link. These take you to off-website places where we used different tutorials during the project. I'm going to go back to training resources and look at our next topic. That topic is learning unit exercises. Learning unit exercises were created by participants, and each learning unit is based on a topic that addresses a problem that can be investigated using remote sensing. Each learning unit includes at least 3 documents: a student guide providing step-by-step instructions for working through the learning unit, an instructor's guide to help you understand some of the processes and concepts used, and a curriculum support document to help you integrate those processes into your program. Each learning unit also includes all the required data, or it tells the students how to access and download the data as part of the exercise. The time to complete most learning units is 1 to 2 lectures and 2 to 4 lab sessions, or about 2 weeks of class time. Some learning units can be extended into semester-long capstone courses, or several units can be combined to create an introductory to advanced course. There are 2 ways to learn more about each learning unit. You can download a table of learning unit exercises as a PDF. A table can be opened that will tell you exactly the application focus area. Here we have agriculture, climate change, conservation, and others. The learning unit exercise title, the author's name, the institution of the author, and then the learning unit level, or the remote sensing level of that particular learning unit. You might want to print this document so that when you select learning units, you will know which learning unit that you really want to focus on. The next link I want to look at is just really on this page itself. You can learn more about each of the learning units by scrolling down and then mousing over the view right by these thumbnails. If you notice, when I go on top of the view, I get a one-page document. It's a PowerPoint, one single page, that tells me the title of it, its topic, also more information about each of these. As I go down, I can look at different ones and on each side. So there are many ways to learn about these learning units. And you can see that there are many learning unit exercises available. Now, one way you can acquire these learning units is to go back up and click on a request for learning unit. When you click on this, a form opens up, and you can fill in your name, your address, and the other information. Those things with an asterisk are required. Down below, you can highlight and pick 4 different learning units. Be sure and then scroll on down and say you have read the terms and conditions, and then click the submit button. An email will be automatically sent to me with your contact information and your mailing information, and I will create a DVD with those 4 learning units. May get more than 4 on one DVD, so just depending on which of the 4 you get, you may actually acquire more learning units in this way. The other way you can get a learning unit, and I'm going to go back up and go back to the training resources page and click on learning units. If you notice, right by each of the learning units, it also says click here to register and access the learning unit. So you can download these. If you click on one of these, you are going to be asked to fill in a form with your information on it, and I'm going to log in here with mine. You will have to create an account so that you will be able to download these. The account is only just for our purposes of recording how many learning units were accessed. We don't keep the information, and we won't be sending you emails because of it. Once you are logged in and can download things, click here to actually go down and download those learning units. You'll note that the document changes just a bit. Now you have a tab that says Download Learning Unit Files. If you click on that, you will go right to the learning unit. As you can see, there are a lot of documents connected to this particular learning unit. These are very large data sets and files. If you don't want to download them individually, you can go to this FTP site using that URL, clicking on that URL, log in with iGETT.lu, so it's iGETT.lu, and their password is DMC99, capital I, capital G. If you go there, you can then use an FTP site to download your learning unit of your choice. The next one we're going to look at is the Additional Resources tab. Under Additional Resources, you will find many more resources to help you and your students learn remote sensing or investigate career pathways or other resources that may be useful to them. Finally, I'd like to look at the Future Institutes tab. We will be applying for new funding in October 2010 in hopes of providing educators integrated GIS and remote sensing training for another 3 years. You can also send us an email by clicking on the Contact Us to request more information. Please fill out your name, your email address, and your message and click the Submit button. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. If you have problems specifically with your request for a DVD, please send me an email directly at ann@baremount.com. That's BAREMT.com. If you have not received your DVD in 10 days or cannot get your DVD request form filled out. Hope this has been helpful. Also send us any comments about the video or how we can improve it. Thanks so much. Bye.